Are you ready for the ultimate bikepacking weekend adventure? Join us for an unforgettable self-supported bikepacking trip through Southwest Virginia. The Grayson Gravel Pie Bikepacking Adventure travels along the Virginia Creeper Trail, the beautiful gravel roads of Grayson County, Virginia, and the New River Trail. All lodging and camping arrangements are included, along with daily routes and guides riding along with you. This self-supported adventure offers resupply opportunities every 20 miles for your food and water needs. Find out more at graveltraveldirt.com.
You're listening to Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brian.
And I am Joey.
Everybody, this is episode 237 of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt, and we are headphoneless this week because it's just you and I. Just me and you, Joey. No guests, no call-ins. We can just sit here and talk to each other across the table.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my favorite times of when we get to do this.
Yeah.
Just sit here and unencumbered by headphones and technology and Zooms and connected phones and all of that stuff. We just get to sit here and connect. Just me and you. I love that. I really do.
Until we get AI to do our podcast for us.
How do you know that's not already happening?
Or what if we are AI in the real, like, what if we are,
What if?
what if we are AI
I have to
in
admit,
someone else's world?
I've had a couple of episode outlines that I've actually submitted to AI, and I've never really been a fan of what it spits back out. It's kind of generic and plain.
Well,
And
did you
we
ever
are.
play the Sims game when, that was my generation.
Yeah.
What if we're someone else's Sims game?
We could go down that rabbit hole, but we can't do it straight like we are now. Because I'm drinking water and you're drinking something out of a
Hot
teacup.
tea.
Folks, if you're new here, we don't do this all the time. We just don't ramble about stuff, but
Yeah, we do.
sometimes we do. It really is a podcast. It's about gravel bikes, adventure biking, bikepacking, bike camping, or just playing bikes. And this week we are going to ramble, and that's just, it's fantastic. So you may want to tune out and wait for the next episode. I don't know. You do you. We'll do us. You do you.
We've had a pretty good run of good interviews and stuff.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
We have. You have really been on top of your A game with regards to lining up.
I got some
Yes.
other folks in the works. I think December is going to be a busy-ish.
I really enjoyed our conversation with Maggie.
Yeah, me
last
too.
week. That was tremendous. And I think a lot of people have enjoyed that too. And I'd love to circle back and have her back maybe sort of middle of the season if she's willing to catch up with what she's doing, because she seems like she's the kind that just like, takes it as it comes and goes and does those hard things. So before we get to, well, I don't know, whatever we're going to talk about this week, I do have some discount codes to share. Remember to go check out the show notes for discount codes from Salt Stick, Joe J. Bars, Cutaway USA, and Orange Mud. So, Joey, what's going on in your world? What's going on at the shop? You getting ready for
We're getting ready.
Friday?
No, we don't celebrate Black Friday.
Is it
Small Business Saturday.
Small Business Saturday? That's right.
Yeah.
Because you are locally.
We've
owned
stayed
and
closed on Fridays for years.
Really?
You opt outside.
You know what? I
Always
guess
go on a bike ride on the.
guess I knew that.
Yeah.
And we're going up for the Hush Money event.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be a bike event if I didn't get sick.
Well, are you not going to be able to make it on Friday?
Oh, no, I'm going.
Okay. Even if we just go.
No, I'm going.
Okay. All right. We're in. Okay, we're in. Nate, we're going to be there. Nate, we're going to be there.
You don't listen.
You don't think he does?
No
I
one
don't think
listens.
He does either. Nobody listens. We just talk amongst ourselves.
No, we had some good rides this weekend, but I thought it was the pollen, but I think pollen would have went away by now. I think it's just a little
No.
fall cold thing.
No.
Not it went away. The pollen's still here. I mean, like, I
You're
had an itchy throat yesterday. I thought, like, it would have gone.
It's mold from the fallen leaves is what you're dealing with now.
Oh, yeah?
And that is worse. I had it last week too.
Mm.
It messes you up, and you don't even realize, especially when like you have people that maintain your yard and grounds.
Not currently. They suck.
I have to do it all myself.
Yeah.
So when I go out and blow leaves and all that stuff and cut grass and get all that pollen and all that mold and everything, it's bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's real bad.
So it hit me, especially with the asthma nowadays. It's a little bit more severe than a regular cold for me, but it's good.
You sound a little congested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a nice little average show Saturday. which was fun. And then a little stroll, a little sub 40 miler on Sunday in the St. Mary's County region.
I had right at 40 miles, I think.
Oh, were you? I thought we were all like 35, 36.
Or maybe it was. I don't know. I honestly,
I think we were going to have 40. We were going to have like 14 more with an out and back, but we cut that.
I didn't really pay attention to the distance. I remember when we were at the Dollar General and you were throwing out ideas to go here, do this, do that, or whatever, and everybody agreed, and then nobody knew what you had really said, what we were doing, and there was lots of confusion. I got your back though. You said it.
You knew what I was doing.
You said it. You were.
Everyone agreed to it, and then when the time came,
I mean, all the J's were in agreement.
Yeah.
But I'm the only one that heard anything. I think it's what it was.
Yeah.
You said it. None of the other J's heard it, and Bubba, he got it. He got it right. He understood the assignment. I also understood the assignment to bring my road bike.
You did.
Yeah.
Because I was on my road bike.
Yep. I knew that you were going to ride the. What are you riding now on the road again?
A road bike.
You don't even want to say.
No. I am back on an Athos. I called it a while ago. I didn't call it too many episodes ago, but I knew it happened.
Yeah.
So I have an S-Works Athos that I put all my stuff from my Cannondale on.
Mm-hmm.
And it is more lovely than ever.
It's a pretty bike.
It's pretty.
It's simple.
Yeah.
Clean.
Simple, elegant, less is more.
Yeah. It's just, there's nothing there. It's just.
I made some fit adjustments on Saturday after the ride, and it took a whopping no time.
Okay.
Compared to most everyday bikes nowadays.
Why do you say that? Why did it take no time?
I was joking because none of them integrate. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
simple.
Okay.
No, it was a very lovely ride. Like right out of the box. Not right out of the box because it wasn't out of the box. I built it, but right out of the gate, it was very nice. And I'm trying out one of those 3D printed mirror saddles from Specialized.
Mhm.
That thing is amazing.
So it really is all that and a bag of chips.
I also don't have many saddle problems. I believe
either,
in
yeah.
I believe in good bibs, like cutaway.
Mhm. Yeah.
But I can't tell a difference in that thing. It's just a cloud.
Mm.
And it's like it feels squishy, but it's not at the same time.
What does it retail for?
That one's $325.
So
That's the Pro with titanium rails. I don't see the point in getting the carbon rail S-Works one.
okay.
$400 something, $450.
No. Okay. Oh, that's a good tip right there.
Obviously, I've been hearing about the Dustin Klein Alibaba one. That's like $60.
I'm not.
But I don't know if that saddle's going to last a year or not, or all that good stuff. Or you get cancer on your taint.
Is that a saddle that would withstand a gravel environment?
Oh, I don't know. And Dustin Klein is pretty light compared to us.
Yeah, very
Little
light.
guy.
So big guy in a gravel environment, which it would be twofold. It would be a lot of
Abuse.
a lot of abuse. That's a good word for it. A lot of knocking about,
Mhm.
plus the occasional spillage.
Yeah.
Not from the bibs, but when you fall down.
Mhm.
So that occasional spillage,
Yeah.
and would it withstand being set down like that?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good question. It was. I did squish it a little bit while you were somewhere else, and I went over
Like I
and
said,
I felt your saddle.
Generally, too squishy on a bike saddle means you're cutting off blood flow with your soft tissue.
Yeah. Oh, Alexa's over there chiming in.
Yeah. Too hard. I don't know if it's such thing as too hard on a certain road saddle if it's designed right.
Yeah.
But this thing, I just got right on.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I highly recommend trying it. I need to get some demo. Well, that'll be a demo one that we got now.
Well, there's a good question for our listeners. Is if they have tried this. What is it? It's the Specialized
mirror saddles. So I was riding a Roman Evo mirror, and there's a power
How do you spell that?
mirror.
I don't. MEER.
No,
MIRR. Mer.
MIROR. RRRRR.
Say that again. MIRR.
OR.
Oh, mirror.
Yeah, it's the mirror saddle.
You said mirror, not mirror. Mirror.
Who says mirror?
Well, if you're trying to
Mirror on the wall. Like, it's mirror,
Mirror.
mirror. I don't know.
I swear I thought it was like mirror, like MIRRMEER, like meerkat. Like a meerkat.
don't know.
You know what a meerkat is?
Well, they make 3 levels of the mirror saddle. There's the S-Works, and then there's the Pro, which I was riding, and they have a more dumbed down version, which looks like a normal saddle. It's called the Mirror Expert,
okay.
and it's got a normal top, and apparently underneath is supposed to be a similar material. I haven't tried that
What
one.
are the price points on all of them across the board?
Like 200 for the expert, 325 I think for the expert. No, expert is 200, 325 for the pro, and then 450 for the S Works.
Okay. So you're thinking that middle price point
I mean,
is
the price is relative, but for something as important as it is, if it's as comfortable as everyone says it is,
sure.
it's not. And like a specialized saddle is going to last you years
Mm-hmm.
unless you crash.
Well, yeah, that's
It's like a helmet. I mean, you'll spend $250 on. Everyone does spend so much money on helmets,
Mm-hmm.
and helmets are cool. And people skimp out on saddles and stuff. And I think having a good saddle is more. It has to be good. There's that.
Yeah.
Nicer saddle, lesser helmet, or nicer helmet, lesser saddle. I'd
Yeah.
go with the nicer saddle.
I would.
Contact point.
Ooh. See now, but here's my point though. What you said earlier is like saddle doesn't matter. I've always been of that vein too. That I think I just ride so much that my butt can pretty much tolerate any
Yeah.
saddle.
But you got to hop on this thing.
Okay. Well, I do, and so for me, a light helmet like those ones that I ride.
Oh, it makes a difference for me.
Ooh, man, the first time I put on one of those, I don't know what I'm riding with now, but the really light.
Oh, your Prevail?
Yeah. I mean, it's almost like it's not there.
Yeah.
It feels like it's not there. And
Carbon fiber.
carbon fiber. And that's fantastic.
Fiberglass inside there.
It's fantastic. A huge game changer.
Yeah.
Honestly, huge game changer for me to go with that lighter
But I will say,
cooler helmet.
I mean, most people have more saddle problems than helmet comfort coming in the shop. The average person.
Yeah.
I don't think the average person is going to spin that, but I think the enthusiast
Okay.
should look at it at least.
Okay.
Try it out.
Definitely give it a shot. I mean, and this saddle would be, you would now consider it a shop demo or somebody. After
I want the boys and all to try it. It's a Roman 143, which is a little narrow. A lot of us, I have narrow sit bones, and Specialized has 3 saddle widths: 143, 55, and 68.
And
that's supposed to be a 60 or a 55, but the 155 saddle's trying to chafe a little bit.
Okay.
So I've been more happy on the 143s. Although I ride a Brooks C17, which is a little bit wider, but that's a different style saddle.
So that I have that Brooks. I still haven't put the Brooks. I've got the one on my Warrican, and I've got one in the box still at home to put on the Roubaix.
Yeah.
And I had spent so much time while I was waiting for those Mondos for the tires to come in on the Roubaix. I forgot how uncomfortable it was when the first time I went back to that saddle on the Roubaix. It was like, oh, wait a minute, this.
Yeah, but
and then I got used to it.
5 minutes ago, you said you don't.
Well, but then within 15 minutes of being on the bike, I was like, whatever.
But a mirror saddle,
mirror
saddle mixed with an Athos. Yeah,
nice combo.
Yeah,
Nice combo. Okay.
I do. Jess hasn't mentioned much about saddle issues with her fancy saddle, but I want her to try one out too.
What's she riding?
She has the Power Mimic Machines
The one
for
with the
Freedom one.
Real short horn on it.
Yeah, but also has the memory
Yeah.
foam thing for the women and men, because men can't just shut up and let women have their own thing.
That's right.
And all the men got pissed that the women had a saddle, and then now it's unisex. But it was marketed for women at first.
I still want to try the one like Tom had, where it's like basically a pine board
No.
cut out to shape.
Yeah.
Make it real wide on the back.
Oh,
That looked miserable. That looked
that's-
horrible.
I mean, that kind of sums up the ride.
Well, I think I don't know if I ever completed my thought earlier. If we have a listener or two or a dozen, wow, that would really amaze me first and foremost. But if we have any that are running the mirror, the Specialized mirror saddle on a gravel bike and riding it in a gravel environment, I think that's the other key too.
I think it would do good in a gravel environment.
I do too until it hit the gravel. Then it might be.
I've crashed more on my road bike technically in the past than my gravel bike and mountain bike.
It's those skinny tires, but you don't ride skinny tires no more. What's the skinniest tire you'll ride now?
32.
30, even on a road bike, 32.
Yeah, I've been on this Specialized Roubaix tire since they came out in 2017
Mhm.
for all my road bikes, except for no, that was pretty much it because they were affordable road tubeless tires.
Okay.
They're $50 MSRP, and they still have some left, and they're tough, and they don't ride the nicest. And then they were out of stock, so I've been on GP 5000s and 32s. But for the most part, other than my LA Sprints, and I might have squeezed 32s on that one.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure I did.
Well, that Mondo that I'm riding
Yeah.
on the Roubaix now
Is it 32?
it's 28.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I can fit 32s on my
That's right.
Roubaix. If I could, I probably would.
I might get just the 35s in that one for her crux.
I tell you, they're really nice.
Yeah.
They're grippy. They feel really supple.
Mhm.
They don't hold air well. So if you're the kind of person that doesn't
You got
like,
sealant in there?
Yeah.
Enough?
yeah, I put
Didn't get flat?
a little extra. Well, who knows? I haven't had any sealant spit on the frame, so I don't know.
How long ago did you tape your rims?
Yeah, that could be it.
Oh.
I don't know that they've been retaped in quite a while.
So I'll let you
Yeah,
finish, but
that could be it. But it's not like it's like they go flat during a ride.
Yeah.
It's like when I set that bike for a day or two, I have to come back the
Slow.
next day. But I always check my air on my tires before every ride anyway. I have never been one that could like poke my finger at a tire and go, "Oh, that's
I never do that. I've been doing it forever.
I
You checking your tires before every ride, no matter what bike you're on,
oh yeah.
mountain bike or gravel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
just check it.
you want that consistency.
Yeah.
Because if you lack consistency in the tire pressure, and it needs to be purpose, you may want to play with it a little bit.
Mhm.
You may want to go a little higher or a little lower and
Yeah.
see how it feels. But you won't even have the ability to do that if you're not checking them.
But even on my Ethos, I run 32s at 50 psi.
those 32s are run at 50 psi. Wow.
I never go higher.
So those Mondos, now it's a tubeless tire. It's designed to be tubeless, but they say that the minimum PSI is 75. So what would that Roubaix say? I mean, are you going below the minimum recommended PSI?
Oh, I mean, even on my GPE 5000 is 32. My Roubaix were
I can't remember I think all my road bikes on the Roubaix, I've always run them around 75 or 80.
Oh, that's way too high for me for tubeless.
Well, it's a lot lower than what I used to ride. I come from the days of 23s and 25s at 110.
Oh, I came from those days.
Rolling steel rims.
Hey, the Roubaix Pros are on sale for 36. No, maybe that. I should shut up. That might have been my EP. That's not my EP.
Stock up on tires, friends. Call Joey.
Yeah, Jason loves these tires too. They make them in a gum wall.
So
no, these are the old ones. Sorry, these don't exist anymore.
I had those. I used to ride the Roubaix in a 26.
Yeah.
Before somewhere along the way, somebody said try 28s, and I tried 28s, and I was worried they were going to be too slow, but in fact, I think they were faster than the 26s. But they were the Roubaix that I rode. So
these are the Roubaix, Roubaix Pro Tubeless Ready, the 30/32s. So the 30/32 are anywhere between 45 and 90 psi, and I would run those at 50. But also run wider wheels. Like the typical Specialized Ethos comes with, or you build it with like Alpinist wheels, which is I think a 21 internal rim, and that's what most road bike rims are. And I'm running
Revolves are 25.
25 internal.
Yeah.
Revolves, so my volume is different, and it pulls the tire out differently. So. And I also think those Terras only go like you're only supposed to be at like 60 psi or something max.
If I hit the lottery, well, if I didn't hit the big lottery, if I just hit like a little
The
bit,
Leslie Lickers Powerball.
yeah, like a few K, then I would be looking at like gigging out a whole bunch of sets of tires for all my bikes. I think that's what
Wheels.
I do. Wheels. I'm sorry,
You know,
I get that wrong.
If I hit the jackpot,
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ride a different wheel set. Those
No.
Terra CLs.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd have a bunch of them.
That's what I mean. Like I've ridden Envies before, and I've gotten rid of my Envies to go back to Revolves.
I would literally have like 4 sets of complete tire wheel combinations because I always get it wrong. I always say tires when I mean wheels and wheels when I mean tires. It's an interchangeable term to me, and I know blah blah blah. Beat me up, throw me comments, throw me shade. That's fine. I'm just bad at it. I'm really bad at using the right words, as everybody knows that's listened for 237 episodes knows that I sometimes don't get the words right. But no, I think that there's a lot of fun you can have playing with tires.
Oh yeah,
Different tires, different combinations, see how they handle different things. And it's always changing. That technology feels like it's moving really fast.
Mhm.
Is that just me? Is that just me showing my age, not able to keep up? Or is it really changing?
oh it's
quickly?
changing.
I think so too. Well, I am curious if anybody out there is running that saddle though.
We're back to the saddle?
We're back to the saddle. I would love to hear from somebody who's running that.
I'm back on how to make your road bike more comfortable.
Well,
Saddle.
what else can you do? What else can you do?
No, good tubeless tires and not go to the max on them.
Good tubeless tires, good wheels, man your sealant, mind your rim tape.
Oh man, when I was switching when I was building up the Athos, I kept hearing this noise inside my tire, and I had the biggest Stanimal thing. You can't call them a Stanimal because I use orange seal. Sorry, Dave.
What would you call it then?
This thing was this was a little hot dog in there.
Okay.
And I haven't done anything to that rear rim in a while. I used it for the tubeless class because it was so nasty.
Okay.
My tape was peeling back. Somehow it was still holding the air really well. So gunked up in there. It was gross.
Well, that's going to be my task next time on the Roubaix when I have new tires to go on.
You might just need to retape it.
Retape
that tape occasionally. You get sealant slowly gets under there and all the other gunk. I gotta have a picture of this.
No, that's probably what it is.
There's my Clayton Kershaw. Yeah.
You know what? I was promised baseball cards.
Oh, they were on the side of the road.
I didn't see any. I was promised cake.
Look how big that is.
Oh my goodness! You need to post that. If you post that to Instagram,
I'm going to
post that to the Instagram, the GTD Instagram, because you could use that for. Oh my goodness! That is a lot of color in that picture.
Yeah, I'll get to that.
Oof. Little Nittany Mountain Works.
Long-term review of the Athos. It's very nice, and I can say that because I had 2,500 miles on my other one.
Yeah. You were riding it for a while.
The S-Works is just
even that much. It adds the baggage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, I love it.
Could the Athos? Well, anybody can be a gravel bike.
It'll clear third. I would take the Athos to the NCR or CNO.
That's what I was going to ask.
I wouldn't take it to Loudon. I don't want to abuse it.
No, you don't want to abuse it.
No, but that's what a Crux is for. A Crux is an Athos on steroids.
Okay.
And if you want an all-arounder, if I didn't have 6 bikes or 5 bikes, that's why Jess has a Crux, but I need to get her another wheel set because I'm too lazy to change a lot of our tires.
So she's riding the Crux with 42s?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, how big of a tire can you put on the Athos?
32, but they're...
So you are riding it at sort of the max?
No, there's clearance.
They're clearance?
There's a guy named Dylan Buffington who used to work for Specialized as a designer, and now he runs like Past Normal Studios for the United States.
Mm-hmm.
He still rides Specialized, and his Athos forever, and I don't know, I forgot what wheel set. He might have been running CLX wheels, but he was running 35 slicks for a while on that bike, and I know that bike has room for it.
Okay.
And he's running the same frame I have, with just another color.
So, but he's running the CLX, which has the slightly wider
for
internal.
Those were road CLXs versus my gravel CLX
So it was still a 21 internal.
No, I have to see what exact wheel.
Because that would make a difference, right?
I think he's running the Rapides, which I think are a 23 internal.
So somewhere in the middle.
People are probably annoyed how geeky we're getting right now, this whole episode, but
that's okay.
But
hey,
he ran 35s, and I think I could get Mondo 35s on my Terra rims in there.
If I can follow this conversation, then the normal person can follow this
algebraically speaking. I need to get. There's Terra C's still on sale for Specialized, so they're a very good deal, and I think it'd be nice to have a second set for Jess.
What could you get a set of? What's retail on a set of Terra C's? 1,100.
I think the retail is the deal right now is Terra CLs that are $1,750 down to $13 right now.
Wait a minute, whoa, back up with that.
So Terra C's are $1,000 down to $750.
Okay, $750 for a carbon wheel set.
They're out of stock.
Okay, what's the internal on that?
The Terra C?
Yeah, is that a 25?
It's the same as ours.
Okay, 25. And then the CL, which is the next up.
So the Terra C is a 25. So this is like a Specialized episode. There's Terra C, Terra CL, and Terra CLX. The Terra CLX and the Terra CLs use the same rim. Don't argue with me on that one. It's literally the same rim. Oh, you engineers listening.
It's a different hub.
It is a different hub and spokes. So they use a DT Swiss 240 hub internals with lighter Sapum spokes, I believe. More bladed arrow spokes with ceramic speed bearings.
Ooh.
On the CLXs. And then the Terra CLs, the same rim, pretty nice DT spokes and a 350, like a straight up 350 hub.
That's what I ride.
That's what you, me, Larry, everyone, all the cool kids ride.
Yeah.
And that's the best bang for your buck is the Terra CLs.
And that's normally $1,750. You said $1,300.
Yeah, and then
Wow.
the CLXs and the CLs are straight pull spokes, which are technically supposed to be stronger. They're a pain in the butt if they twist on you when you're truing them. But Terra C's is a heavier rim. It's a different rim. It's a DT Swiss 370 hub, but it still has a star ratchet system. And it is J-bend spokes. Those are only $750 right now.
$750.
Yeah, for a name brand carbon wheel. And a lot of people run those.
And the name brand carbon wheel that comes with the
That's a lot of talking.
You break it, we replace it.
When Jess blew up her wheel at Grusk, I got a new wheel.
And that was that was the C's?
That was just a C.
That was the C. That is a really, really good deal.
Yeah.
I don't know that I have to hit the dash-in lotto for something like that. I think the normal person can actually figure out a way to justify that. I mean, just in your time, in your time alone of when you, because like I know I'm not real cool. I am competent at swapping out my tires.
Confidence in there's lazy like me.
Well, but I'm confident in it, and I'm able to do it, and I don't really have an issue doing it, but I don't do it quickly.
Sorry, they use a DT Swiss 180.
Well, wait a minute.
Which is the creme de la creme hub on the CLXs.
That's going to change everything.
You do change your star ratchet engagements between the C's, which is 18 tooth engagement, to a 36 on the C and CLX.
Okay, folks, just for one moment, this episode is sponsored by Specialized.
I know, we're fanboys. I swear I love my rodeo.
Not really.
My prize bike.
It's just that it's the direction of the rambling conversation. It's the direction it went. We don't plan this.
This is like helping you Christmas shop right now.
We don't plan this. Yeah, if you're listening and you've got a cyclist in your life and you don't know, you're scratching your head.
Yeah.
You don't know.
You get your wife Industry 9 wheels or Revolve Terrace.
Get some of those Terra C's, $750 and call it a day. That is a deal.
Well, I'm coming up short on Christmas this year.
But you said the C's you can't. They're out of stock.
Yeah, but I bought a lot of them. Proteus and Pack have them.
So you just need to find yourself a killer shop like the Proteus in College Park or the Patuxent Adventure Center in Solomons, Maryland.
We have some on the wall.
Has these things
if
available.
you needed, there's the Revolve C38s, which used to come on a lot of the Verges. That's a more road oriented, but they were still building that for gravel bikes until the Terrace came out. And those, I think, are the same price, too. That's a 22 internal.
I would be more inclined to go with the wider internal.
I'm just saying, if it came down to it, you need a new wheel, and you
had to have
Terrace,
it.
you can still get the C38. Sorry.
What's the? Is that a carbon wheel?
Yeah, it's the road brother to the Terraces.
What's the price point on those?
They're 11, and they were on sale for like 8 at the time, but now they're back to full pop.
Okay.
Also, it's still a pretty good deal.
Yeah. Wow, but that Terra C, that's
21 internal.
That is a fine deal there. That is a fantastic deal. I want to say that I can't remember what I spent for my GRX wheels, those 650s I had for a while.
$650?
No, I don't think it was that much.
That'd be a killer marketing stunt.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? 700 size wheels for $700 and 650 for $650. Yeah, I think I should do that. Yeah, even to drove the price up. I can't, but it was something like $600 for those GRX.
Yeah,
because I remember I sold them and it was like I had no mileage on them. I think I had less than 400 miles on them, and I sold them for $400.
My Chris King hubs cost more than that.
Yeah, right, right. So that Terra C.
Maybe that's what I'll do for Jess.
What?
I have a set of Chris King built up wheels sitting around, and she needs another wheel set. I was thinking about building those with rodeo rims with titanium spokes this winter.
Ooh.
Which will cost just as much as
spokes would cost.
No, the spokes are actually a good deal.
How much is a titanium?
That might be a winter
spoke?
project to get just 2 wheel sets.
Titanium spoke.
It's only like $1.60.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
Which is cheaper than nicer DTs and Safe them.
Yeah, that's not bad. I thought.
And they have they're like colored.
Oh, yeah, because they're all anodized.
Because I got the pink hubs.
Well, Well, he's going to show a computer to me.
Sorry, 250 a spoke, which is still pretty good.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I was thinking, oh wow, that is really cool.
Those rainbow ones.
Oh, here comes the ad. We have to get the ad up. You could make rainbow wheels. Oh, that would.
No,
be
she already has those.
so cool. Oh, that's right. The Harai 9s are that like
Yeah.
on the Hanzo, right? Didn't you ride a Hanzo?
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited to get my mountain bike back at some point.
Oh yeah, I was talking to the boys today because I think they were afraid to call you.
Oh
They
no,
thought I talked to you.
was it bad?
It's like $200 to do everything.
Oh, that's not.
They wanted to make sure you were good with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you're basically ripping the bike down,
Yeah, that's
and then we're gonna pawn it off.
that would be fine.
Yeah.
That would be fine. It would get me out from underneath all of that. That'd be fantastic.
These spokes.
Look at those are cool. Titanium spokes. Those are cool.
That might be a Jess Winter project.
That is very cool. You
Rodeo, low profile carbon. I can't buy the. I would buy the Revol rims, but it costs more to buy the Revol rims separately than to buy the wheel set.
It would be a fun YouTube series to teach Jess how to build a
No,
wheel.
I didn't mean like that at all.
Come on. You could actually do it
I'd
right
like
here
to
in the
have
kitchen.
like some slick 32s or 35s.
You know, she's so
And then-
detail oriented. I think that would actually be something that she could get behind.
Are you serious?
Well, no, I mean, she's
Hey,
very.
Jess, are you detail oriented? Yeah, not at all.
No, yeah, in some ways you are. She's very. I don't know. I feel like that's something that you could do, Jess. You could do anything you put your mind to. How's that?
Yeah, or I could pay Noah at the shop
don't-
with food.
You don't have to be a teacher anymore. You could be a wheel builder and work right
There's no
along.
money in that. We need health
I
insurance.
Jess with Jess. So
Um,
okay. Those are pretty though. Those
Yeah.
colored spokes are really, really gorgeous.
mhm.
That would make a very, very pretty wheel for sure. You could be very creative with that.
Mhm.
Be very, very creative with that.
But back to regular shop stuff. We're just getting ready for holiday sales.
Mm.
Which holiday sales are weird this time of year because everything is already on sale.
Yeah.
There's certain things like certain Cannondales we have too many. We're going to try to blow out so we can bring in more. It'd be
Mhm.
nice to get rid of current inventory before we add to it.
Now I know you're not capable to.
Whoa.
You don't want to talk about things that are coming down the pike that you know about. But on the big picture, like the 50,000-foot view on what next year's bikes are going to look like, are there big changes in the future?
26-inch wheels are coming back even for road bikes.
I heard that 36-inch wheels are.
Actually, we had one.
Do you really?
We had a 36-inch unicycle wheel in.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I've started to see a couple of things on the interwebs with a 36-inch wheel. That you got to be a pretty big person to ride that. I think.
We built a 32-inch. It was a Surly frame. I forgot what it was, but it was 32-inch wheels. The guy is tall.
Where do you even get wheels? How do you even?
It was built. The wheels were built. He found the rims and the tires, and then we did this. We did the builds.
Yeah, I guess because it comes down to it, you got to have a whole bunch of
Yeah,
different.
like 2 tire options.
Yeah, you got to have a whole bunch of different things come together because you could have a custom wheel builder make the rim. I'm assuming, but then you would
I
have
don't know
to
about that.
have the spokes cut. I mean, there's a lot of custom things, but then when it comes down to it, there's nobody out there just custom building a set of like tires. I would assume
I don't know.
that doesn't seem to make.
It was like 10 years ago too, maybe more.
Wow. Well, 36-inch wheels. That's the next thing. 36er. The 36.
I don't know what's the next. The next big thing is titanium rodeo flannables. Everyone's doing it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
and maybe Otsos.
No, it's fine. I like having a different little something than everybody else has got. I like when you can encounter it.
Hey, I have nothing against Otso other than them shafting me.
Joey did want to sell Otsos.
I tried hard.
I don't understand why, because it's not like there's anybody else around here. I think you just kind of fell between the cracks,
Yeah.
to be honest. But you know what? That's just as
I'm
big a
back.
slight.
I'm back at square one.
That's just as big a slight, not being so important.
Square one was Rodeo Labs.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. 2019, 2018.
Where's the closest Rodeo Labs dealer? And do they even have a dealer network? Or is it typically you kind of
I
go
don't know
to
around
them and-
here. I mean, it's not like
Where are they based out of?
Colorado.
Colorado.
I know Paul up at Paper Trail is a big Rodeo Labs
Mhm.
dealer and shop, and he has some run of demos. I want to say maybe someone in Richmond had them,
Okay.
but there's not much around us. So
Well, I think it would be
I'm very happy with it.
a big get. And you're going to start selling them, right? You're going to have any in the shop, or is it going to be?
I keep mine in there, but I got like 3 or 4 in the works with
Okay.
one already out. It took some time to get the ball rolling, but once it started going recently,
Yeah.
it was
You have quite the wide range of offering. The Specialized, Cannondale, Jameis.
Yeah.
Add in a little lesser known kind of thing like the Rodeo Labs.
Yeah.
And that's a fine bike that most gravel folks,
well, they know.
I think they know it. I think most gravel people know Rodeo.
Oh, cool kids do.
Well, I think most people. If you move in gravel circles, Rodeo is not an unfamiliar name.
Uncle Pat, he's been riding his Flanimal for years.
Yeah. So, anyway, you want to do Strava Club?
No,
You got anything else going on?
no, that's about it.
Before we get to that,
Like I said, a little under the weather, trying to get ready.
would you like for me to do Strava Club? You've done a lot of talking. You've probably talked more in the first.
Gabriel Murray from Southern Maryland with 139. That's Dr. Gabe, Father Gabe not Father Gabe.
A fine
Gabe.
friend of the podcast.
And half of that was probably just riding in circles at cyclocross races all over the Mid-Atlantic. Marcia Skinner from Carterville,
Yeah.
Illinois with 107.4, and Nick Marzano from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania with the Eagles win last night with 159.4. We were down to 93.7 miles for the week.
I'm gonna go back and pull some show notes from like last December
See where we were?
and see where we were because I feel like that number's really low.
Well, it's darker right now.
But it's also I think
There's
it's
no
also,
daylight savings.
It's COVID. People had a whole lot more free time during the day to
Yeah,
ride.
COVID's coming back around. People are getting sick.
You
again.
think so? But we're not in for a shutdown.
Yeah.
That's not till my bingo card says
I could
2025.
go for a good old shutdown.
Could go get a little shutdown.
Oh man, we're either up to or holding at 9.
Oh, we're up. That was a big jump. That's
we were
a big
sitting at
jump.
900 forever.
Yeah. We were flirting like 903, 905, then back
We
to
went back.
903. We go back and forth. Now we're into the teens. So that's awesome. Thank you, everybody.
Search Gravel Travel Dirt on Strava.
Joey, is it considered bike packing if you're riding an e-bike?
I mean, it is riding a bike if you're riding an e-bike.
I follow along on the bike packing subreddit, and there's been quite the conversation going on.
Oh, the subreddits are horrible.
Oh yeah. It's fun. It's fun to watch people throw rocks at each other. It's like being in a stadium.
Yeah.
It's like some people watch football. You can also go in a subreddit and watch people throw rocks at each other.
I think if you are pedaling, either with assistance or not, it is riding a bike.
Both of us are very e-bike friendly.
Yeah. Now, what I'm not friendly of, and it's not, this might sound bad, like a lot of the rad powers where it's like you have a throttle and people aren't riding.
That's
and that's like an 80-pound missile, and they've been hurting people, and they ran into Colin. Sorry, I shouldn't say names. I've known people gotten hurt because they've been hit by or something from.
No, I know what you're saying. I
Like,
know
stop
exactly
right
what you're
there.
saying.
They're like mopeds. Like
Yeah.
people set them up as mopeds.
In my world, and I can't keep track of all the different class 1, class 2, class 3, whatever the numbers are that they talk about, and it's a certain speed that you can go but in my world, I view a friendly e-bike as one that is pedal assist.
Yeah.
Because that's a bike.
Yeah.
It's a bike. It's just giving you a little assist.
Yeah, and the ones with throttles and like the little moped things have their place. And I don't think there's anything wrong with them, even though I just said all that. I think they're a little dangerous in certain areas with the way people treat them. They don't treat them like a bicycle.
So, I visit Florida quite a bit because my daughter's down there.
Florida, man.
And they've got tremendous bike networks, bike infrastructure, lots of trail systems. You can usually find some sort of a bike path to connect you from point A to point B. Some of them have a different kind of a vibe to them. Some of them are very commuter oriented. And the ones that are very commuter oriented, you see those rad power bikes on it.
And they're doing 28 without effort.
Yeah. And they're
It's
just
a missile.
And they're not paying any attention. And they
The scaredest I've been in a while on the canal was I barely got clipped by a guy who was hauling ass.
yeah, and they don't have a
Going
clue.
away from me, like coming at me.
Mhm.
And I was terrified after that for a while.
Yeah. So I think there is a little bit of a problem there. But how would you even bike packing? You would have to be at like a campground that's got infrastructure support, like electricity. I mean, that feels less like bike packing and more like bike touring,
Yeah.
which I guess I don't really want to get into that conversation because,
Does it have a rack or is it got back?
yeah, you put some stuff on your bike and you go somewhere, and if you go in the woods and you go in the wilderness, and I consider that more bike packing oriented. But you know what? You're also going to ride on a road at some point.
I don't get the
Yeah.
difference between people calling bike packing and touring.
I could care less.
But I think a guy named Eric Nolan did a really good write up. He also works for Specialized.
Folks, once again, this episode of Gravel Travel Dirt is brought to you by
Eric Nolan is one of the coolest guys to read about if you don't know about him and watch his stuff. But
so did he approach that bike touring versus bike
Eric
packing?
Nolan, he's Swedish, and he came to America. Blah blah blah. He started the whole Specialized adventure line, the AWOL, the Sequoia,
Okay.
all that good stuff. The Diverge,
Adventure Without Limits.
the adventure dispatch thing, and him, the whole adventure side of Specialized was his project, and he's a designer. And after that kind of wrapped up, he did a lot of apparel, and he's a bike packer, he's a tourer, he's a randoneer. He's done some really cool rides, and he designed the Globe Hall
Oh, okay.
and led up that project. And now he moved overseas somewhere. And he did a multiple day trip with his Globe Haul loaded out.
All right.
And he got on a train and stuff at one point in time, and he recharged with that. And he did carry a couple batteries.
Okay.
But it was there's a cool write up about it. He even went and talked to MIT recently about that, like the whole e-bike program and structure system.
It would be cool, I think, if there was some sort of a solar infrastructure that you could find, and I think that's that's coming. If you could advance the technologies where you can get more power out of smaller square footage with a solar panel, and then you can begin to really think about that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of things are going to change ultimately with that.
What is that regenerative energy? If they can figure that out too.
I don't think
Wheels.
I don't think you would actually have enough forward momentum on a bike to in the braking. I think that's always been the issue.
Oh, is it braking oriented?
Yeah.
I'm just talking about like
Regenerative is
almost if you took like a dynamo system on an e-bike that put power back into it.
so that the power that you apply.
Oh my god, you could run forever.
Yeah.
Like a nuclear submarine.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta figure that one out.
They could put a little nuclear generator inside the bottom bracket.
A bunch of hamsters in there, like but really, the Eric Nolan guy is awesome. He did a video called "The Length of Sweden" where they bike pack racing. I don't know. The Length of Sweden.
Mhm.
He's got the one that's like planes, trains, dogs, automobiles. That's like a 4-part series on YouTube
Okay.
about what's the big race across the Europe. Not the Trans Am, but it's like transcontinental.
Okay.
He's done that one before, and he's done a bunch of randoneering.
All right.
He also painted a beautiful Athos.
Now, did he do that on an e-bike or is it?
No. Those were like Diverge, Sequoia.
Okay.
I think he like AWOL, Sequoia days. But he has this article on like this $20,000 Athos that he like marble painted with gold and stuff.
What?
And I think his first ride he got clocked by a car.
Oh no!
And it destroyed the bike.
Oh no!
But it was beautiful.
Oh, for while it lasted.
And then this poor guy got all his bikes stolen in San Francisco.
Oh my goodness!
His bikes weren't normal bikes; they were all like one-off design. Not like design, but he's an artist. He like
So he
yeah.
jazzed them up a little bit. He put a little extra bling, little flair. He had his 15 pieces of flair.
Yeah.
On the
And
bike.
half of those were gone now.
Yeah.
That's Eric Nolan.
Did he settle for 15 pieces of flair? Or did he go the next mile and go a little bit out more? Would go to the 37 pieces of flair. I just watched Office Space, so
I gotta watch that again soon. Yeah, it's ERIK Nolan.
ERIK
Yeah.
Nolan.
He's
Okay,
a cool dude.
I'll see if I can find the. I'm not going to promise everybody. You can do your own googling.
Yeah.
But if I can find some links, I will.
Yeah,
try
he
to find
did.
some
He did a 3-day trip with an e-bike,
Okay.
an e-cargo bike.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you said it was a
Globe
Globe
Hall.
Hall. Yeah, it was a Hall. Huh.
So
Well, that would be the way to do it.
heck yeah,
Right on. So you could take whatever you want. You could actually legitimately do a
it'll
Tom
carry
King.
420 pounds.
You could literally carry like the Queen mattress that
Oh, yeah.
it blows up.
You can get a little burly trailer with that.
Yes, man alive.
Yeah.
That'd be luxury, the lap of luxury living on the bike packing. So I guess to get back to the original question, I think from our standpoint, yes, you can bike
Yeah.
on an e-bike. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. If you're
You don't have
anti-e-bike, you're not a GTD fan.
You don't have to ask anybody's permission to do
No.
anything.
You
You
look
can
at-
just go do it.
I mean, bikepacking or not, look like Daryl.
That's right. Just do it. Nobody's telling what you can and can't do.
Yeah.
You do anything you want. You
Yeah.
don't have to ask anybody's permission. You're an adult. And even if you're not an adult, you don't have to ask anybody's permission.
Yeah.
Just go do your thing. That's all there is to it. So I thought that was an interesting rock throwing
Unless it's a
exercise.
felony.
Well, yeah, I guess there's
Committed a few
you
of
got
those.
to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah.
The government gets involved. Christmas ideas. What kind of things do you think that people should be looking at?
Revolve Terra CLs, Terra Cs,
Maybe one of them fancy myrrh saddles.
Myrrh saddles.
Frankincense and myrrh saddle. Get you one of them myrrh saddles for.
I didn't make no list because it is pretty early on in the seasons, but
Well,
it's
maybe we'll
almost
come back. You want to come back to that? You want to
Yeah,
come?
sure.
Let's come back
We
to
can do a
Christmas
Christmas
ideas.
shop. I mean, I have a whole list of ideas in my head. I'll bolt them. I'll jot off some really quick, and then we actually do an episode.
Ridge Supply socks. That's a perfect.
All right. A lot of it's my local stuff. Rich Supply Socks, Nittany Mountain Works. Did you see all those?
Yes, I did.
So on accident, Evan sent me 50 chalk bags.
On accident?
Yeah, we got a box of 50 chalk bags for the last order. And chalk bags are way bigger than minithing bags. And they have the little like leash thing or belt thing. So I sent him an email. I was like, so I think we got the wrong box.
We don't have many rock climbers down here in Southern.
Our old logo had a rock climber in it, but they were beautiful. Your Rich Supply socks are easy. Bike bags are super easy, especially because like I even got Rich Supply like grocery totes,
Mm.
which are cool.
Oh, that is cool. That
Hip
is
sacks,
very
all the good
cool.
stuff.
Yeah.
Something like a Dynaplug,
Mm-hmm.
because everyone should be running tubeless. Wolf tooth pliers, or all the little wolf tooth multi tools.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I was getting.
Well, because people always want to set up like I know now that I'm going back and forth again between my work
multiple
and
bikes.
the
Yeah, you got to
Roubaix.
move stuff over.
Yeah, if I had, and I'm just a couple of things short.
Mhm.
So I think one of the things is a tubeless thing. And now I've gotten down where I actually made I got a little Dyneema ditty bag
Mhm.
that's real light, and I got everything in it.
I got one of those that goes in my.
Yeah, and everything's wrapped up with the Velcro. And so then I just take that one little bag and it goes back and forth. So I've got it dialed in. So it's pretty
I've been
easy to
sewing my
switch.
own little bags, but I do have a Nittany
Mhm.
Dyneema
Dyneema? Myrrh.
Myrrh.
It's a myrrh
Um,
bag.
And then I think one of my last ones for the USA products is like King Cage has got a lot of cool stuff. Like
Oh, yeah.
titanium or stainless water bottle cages is one thing, but they got straws, they have flask cages, they have thermos cages because I have all their cages. They even have their titanium dustpan is out now for your super freak friends.
Ooh.
It's like $150 dustpan,
Dustpan.
but it's it's made by Ron and it's awesome. And I think that'd be so cool for someone that has like a cool titanium, just a bike person that's into titanium.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's my made in the U.S. Quick Christmas shopping list.
Okay.
I'll go into details later.
I have titanium cages on the.
I haven't used anything other than that for years.
I haven't put them on the Roubaix because I just have the little carbon things on there. But the titanium ones that I have on my my work and I have the fork, the titanium fork cages.
Oh yeah, the
too.
mini thing.
Yeah. I really like those.
Yeah.
They don't move, they don't budge, they don't scrape up anything. Have you seen and I just saw this today. I might be late to the party. Probably am, usually am.
Or your head.
Hydro Flask has a sport bottle that has the indentation in the middle.
No, I think that's new. I think it's a knockoff of Bevo that I've been meaning to bring in the shop for a while.
Okay. I have a lot of Hydro Flask. I have a lot. I have like 3 or 4 different metal Hydro Flask. I have one of their super light ones, and then one of the big chunky ones that I carry on the kayak, and I keep one in the truck that I use when I swim, and they're just handy to have around, those nice metal bottles.
Mhm.
But the ability to put something that was going to seat in a bike bottle cage, and I don't think they're real expensive. I didn't mean to do that, but I did do that.
Or you can get the King Cage thermos cage for this time of year.
And then you could have something hot.
So it doesn't have the lip,
Uh-huh.
and it sits there perfectly. If you want a little extra security, you take one of the volet straps
Okay.
and you put that under, and you keep it extra secure.
Weren't you talking about one time having like coffee rides or something?
Yeah, that was like a year ago.
and it just never happened.
No, it was like January and super
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
Now I got a coffee bike where I can put all my shit in it, and my stuff in the basket.
Yeah.
But also the brook with the coffee truck's been on Solomon's in it.
So why would you carry coffee?
I mean, once a week it was like a 10-mile loop, and I'd go get coffee.
Mhm.
Then there's a park bench down by CBL. I would look over the river
Mhm.
and have my coffee and do some morning work or read some articles.
Because you carry your laptop with you.
Yeah, I'd either I usually take my little iPad.
Okay.
Yeah, or my laptop.
Nice.
Or both.
Getting the work done. Having a good
Couldn't
time.
ask for a better setting.
Nice.
But that was my made in America. I say made in America because
made in the Mid-Atlantic.
it means
How's that?
most of it's Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah.
It means a lot. I don't care. People are pretty gung ho about America, but it's
America. It's like
It's all my friends.
America. It's America.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Ron's my friend, but I support him and I see him all the time when I go places, or obviously the other brands. That's just
Mhm.
Matt down at Rich Supply.
Yep.
There's a crew up at Organic Climbing and Nittany and so on and so on. But
What'd you do with 50 chalk bags?
Evan sent me a label.
Okay, just send them back.
Yeah.
Like, really, I don't think I could sell
I think
these.
Evan does a lot up there, and he's like, "Oh man, I got really confused."
Somebody else got a whole bunch of like their bike bags, and they're like, "going, man, these are the smallest chalk bags I've ever seen." And then they're suddenly going to like them, and they're going to keep them, and then the chalk bags are going to become bike bags.
They were beautiful. I was like, man, I just want one to like walk the dog with and put his stuff in it. But I also have like 4 Nittany hip sacks.
Because you could put that right in it, but it's open. You could put it right on your belt.
Yeah.
You could put it right on your belt. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, but it's
Interesting.
they're really cool.
And
I don't think people know this, but wolf tooth stuff's made in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And I love all their little tools.
All right. You want to do this or that?
Yeah.
Let's
I haven't
do some
read them.
lists.
I know we talked about them, but
you haven't
I
read
don't
them.
look at them anymore.
The first one is the one I am most interested in getting your response. You know the song Tennessee Whiskey. No, this is a this or that or that.
Yeah.
Okay. The version by David Allan Coe, the version by George Jones, or the version by Chris Stapleton.
Oh, I think you know my answer to that one.
I know what your answer is.
I like a little George Jones, but I also love Chris Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton. I knew you'd go with Chris. And the Chris Stapleton version is a little bit more bluesy. He's got that long.
I love the blues rock
drawn out kind of
country thing from.
So
I hate modern day country music.
Yeah,
I loathe it.
Yeah,
but you get like the blues rock kind of thing going on with Stapleton and all.
Well, I pulled all three of them and I put them in the top of my playlist because I wanted to do this. So I've been listening to them. And man, that David Allan Coe version, I mean, that is old-timey country music right there. George Jones is George Jones. And, he's got that sound that's kind of there. But that David Allan Coe version, I you got to give it a whirl, Joey. Give it a whirl.
Mm.
Give it a shot. See what you think. Play them back to back. They're completely different animals. The Chris Stapleton version versus either one of the others, completely different animals. So it's not even on the same like radar screen. But interesting.
Real quick, Rodeo Labs has a world member app.
A world member
You
map?
can sign up because look, here's Uncle Ted.
Oh, so once you own a Rodeo Labs bicycle, you can register that this is where it is. So if somebody wants to come steal it,
Steal it from your house.
yeah,
Give me
that would be the way you would do that.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like the greatest idea.
I mean, it doesn't give you exacts, but anyway, sorry, back to this or that.
Joey, Friendsgiving or Thanksgiving?
Oh, I love my family,
Uh
but I hate doing Thanksgiving with them.
huh.
Considering how many friends I was saying earlier,
I was gonna say
very fun, quiet.
I don't even know what a Friendsgiving
I would love
look like for me.
Get like my friend Dan and other people that are all over the country.
Uh,
Just get back together for something like that. It'd be no offense to either of mine and Jess's families. Just think it'd be more enjoyable and fun, less drama, or the drama would be good. It wouldn't be like drama. Like this is why I think me and Jess hate the holidays.
well, the torch has been officially passed now that my oldest has the grandbaby.
Oh yeah,
The torch has been officially passed. She is now
the
host of the Thanksgiving, the Christmas, the things. So it's a
Show up
whole
and throw up.
it's just a whole different animal when that's the game. But yeah, I'm just like I'm with you. I have no friends. Friendsgiving would
Yeah.
not look like much of anything.
So last year we did Jersey, and it took forever to get up there, and I think that tainted us for a while of wanting to travel for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
But like when you go to families and stuff, or you go away, and like when you're the bastards like me and Jess, the black sheep. Like,
Are you really?
well,
Like,
we definitely didn't come home with leftovers. I
You're-
literally came home the day we came home on Friday, and I went and bought a turkey,
Oh, you had to make you a turkey.
and we just made our own we cooked it just so we could have leftovers. And then I think I did stuffing and stuff.
Yeah.
So we could I told Jess last night, I said, I'm going to host Thanksgiving next year for anyone. And the first 10 people that RSVP is in. No one else can show up.
No, it's
But-
like a lottery.
But I'm going to cook everything on Tuesday, and then Thanksgiving dinner is leftovers.
That actually would be best.
I love the
wouldn't it?
leftovers.
The
Yeah.
leftovers are the best
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
The leftovers are the best.
That's my Thanksgiving rant.
Turkey or ham.
Oh, boy.
Oh, the rest of this whole thing
I thought we
is
did,
Thanksgiving themed.
Actually, have you done a double smoked ham?
No,
Oh, you should do it on your smoker.
a double smoked ham. What
I
do you
think
do?
I
You
would-
smoke it and then you slice it and cut it and then put it back in, or
No, so you get a spiral cut ham, not a Southern Maryland stuffed ham,
Mhm.
which we should talk about on the podcast one time
I just had some
for the non-Southern Marylanders.
Ooh,
It's
yummy.
delicious. I know I just said I also love ham leftovers too.
Oh yeah,
So you get one of those spiral things that I think they're already technically cooked or something.
yeah. Most hams like that are. Yeah.
So you put it on the smoker. You know you're going for a few hours, but as you start it, it kind of crispens up the outside, cooks a little better, and then you make a glaze and you just keep basting it with this glaze for a
Ooh.
little bit.
So you put it on like a really low, like super smoke.
Yeah, because you're not trying to like fully cook it
Yeah,
to eat.
it's
I
already
mean,
cooked.
it's hot when you're done, but you're not like trying to like
You're just-
FDA
You're
regulations.
just stuffing that smoke flavor into
So
it.
you're getting that flavor on it.
Slathering
With
that
sticky
glaze on.
honey, whatever you're making with brown sugar,
Oh,
you're getting it in there. It's
making me hungry.
so good.
Making me hungry.
I would probably pick that.
Now, I haven't had a fried turkey in a long time.
Oh,
Fried turkey is really good, but a smoked turkey, we'll spatchcock a turkey and put it on a smoker.
That's how
hard. That's hard to beat too.
I did our leftover and stuff last year.
I'm probably gonna ham. You can get pretty much any time of the year. Turkey you can also get any time of the year, but
Shoot
it's
a
like
turkey whenever.
it's. Yeah, have you ever given any more thought to your fantasy of longbow hunting? a
Maybe
turkey?
next year.
Okay, just wondering about
If you
that.
want to, shoot a turkey with a longbow.
Homemade stuffing or stovetop?
Stovetop.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Now I love
You can
me.
get it all year and it's consistently good.
I love me a good oyster stuffing. Oh,
My mom
Is
always
that a
made it
Maryland
way
thing?
too.
Is-
Probably.
yeah, probably
She always
is.
put so many mushrooms and stuff that I hate in there.
Yeah,
I hate mushrooms.
I love mushrooms.
I don't mind homemade stuffing if it's not full of mushrooms.
So sometimes, you know what I don't like in the stuffing is when people shove the raisins, the little
Oh, I
tiny.
hate raisins.
Like, why would you put a raisin in stuffing?
Shouldn't even exist
it's-
outside of stuffing.
No, and why do you insist on putting raisins in a nice cinnamon bun? Okay, raisin bread. I can kind of like, okay, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
That's probably the only thing. And who is the mad person that eats raisins straight out of the little tiny box?
Who puts raisins in cookies?
Got me.
That is
No,
the biggest.
good. I'll say good.
No,
oatmeal
when
raisin
you think you're
cookie.
getting chocolate chip,
and then all of a sudden it's a raisin.
shriveled up a little nutsack.
I
I hate raisins.
I do like. I think you hit something. You resonated true with the consistency of the stovetop dressing over
Yeah.
the.
Full of sodium, so it's probably really good for a bike ride.
That's it. So what to recap? Chris Stapleton, David Allen Co. We both went with Thanksgiving because we have no friends, and we really
No,
did.
I went Friendsgiving.
You went Friendsgiving?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't do that.
Me and Jess here.
Yeah. Well, that's true.
Well, you're here.
Yeah. But I'm here all the time. Turkey, ham. I can't remember. Anyway,
I went ham.
it doesn't matter. Why I even felt like there was a need to recap that this or that. This is beyond me. I don't even know. You want to shut it down? Let's put the finishing touches on this one and let's shut it down for the week. Thanks everybody for listening to this episode of Mid-Atlantic Gravel, Travel, and Dirt. If you've enjoyed the podcast, hey, I just sold a t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Random t-shirt popped in, popped in. So I'm pretty excited about that. So maybe going over to the website, Gravel, Travel, Dirt, which Joey's going to give you in just a minute, and you can find that t-shirt link because I still do have some t-shirts that everybody really did really like. In fact, you're wearing yours right now. That's right. Do good, be nice, go slow, respect others. Still got a lot of those T-shirts.
Yeah.
And how can folks get in touch with us, Joey, if they're looking for them?
I will be there. Sickness or whatever. You can touch me at the
Hush money.
where we're going to find out. Our graveltraveldirt.com is our website. Our Instagram is at MidAtlanticGTD. And then, like I said, you can come see me and Brian. We're going to have a little talking to the can thing, right?
Yep.
Is that where we're just going to try it out there?
We're going to try it.
Yeah.
Yep, we're going to try it. We got to find somebody to talk to. Mid-Atlantic Gravel Travel and Dirt is recorded this week from right here in Blake's kitchen, who's such a good boy. Thanks for riding along. Until next time, do good, be nice, go slow, respect others.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
Hey, the people that come talk to us, I'll give stickers to.
Yeah.
You come to us. If we go to you, you don't get a sticker.
Yeah, you got to come to us and say, give me a sticker.